killer whale is the most widely distributed mammal on Earth. They can be found throughout the ocean, all around the world, including in the Arctic, the Atlantic, the Southern, the Indian, and the Pacific Oceans. No other single marine species lives in as many different ocean habitats or is as directly reliant on as many different types of marine life as the killer whale. More than any other marine animal, the Bussines orca is the very embodiment of our shared global ocean. Until about 2 decades ago, scientists didn't know that there were actually several different varieties or ecotypes of killer whales. With effort and observation, however, we discovered that there are actually 10 distinct ecotypes, each differing in size, behavior, diet, lifestyle, and appearance. A striking characteristic of the orca is their black and white skin. This camouflage is called disruptive coloration. In a murky environment, this coloration can make them difficult to detect. Killer whales are counter-shaded. Their top surface is darker than their surface underneath. From below, looking up, they blend in with the light from above. From above, looking down, they're invisible against the dark depths. Killer whales are warm-blooded and breathe air just like we do. Killer whales are the largest members of the Delphinidae, or dolphin family. As you can see, they have impressive physical characteristics. Orcas have keen eyesight, both above and below the water. The dorsal fin of an adult male can be up to 6 feet in height. The powerful pectoral flippers and tail fluke can propel them through the water at a high rate of speed with great maneuverability. Their top speed is nearly 30 miles per hour. Killer whales use echolocation to hunt and to communicate. Communication is also accomplished through tail slaps, breaching, and vocalizations. You'll experience a variety of natural killer whale behaviors during Orca Encounter today. We ask our whales to replicate natural behaviors such as breaching, spy hopping, and tail slaps. While awe-inspiring and entertaining for our guests, these behaviors are also essential to maintaining the health and well-being of the killer whales in our care. Much remains to be understood regarding the Bussines orca. One thing we do know, however, is that across the globe, they face real challenges as the general health of the prey populations and habitats on which killer whales depend suffer due to changes in the environment. In just a few moments, you'll encounter...
I've been an animal trainer here for the past 10 years, and I can tell you that being an animal trainer is more than just a job. It's a way of life. We have dedicated our professional and our personal lives to the animals in our care. It's a huge responsibility and the ultimate privilege for us to be able to care for, teach, learn from, and build strong relationships with these killer whales. And it's an honor for us to share what we have learned through those relationships with all of you today and for many years to come. Now please enjoy Orca Encounter!
Who's here?
of vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the ocean's beauty than the killer whale.
They live in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the Pacific and beyond.
The killer whale story is the ocean story, and it's one we all share.
We are one world, united by our ocean.
and problem-solving abilities. These behaviors keep our whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care about our natural world, and we're excited to share their story with you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high-flying and powerful.
We're going to see all of that today and more. These and other behaviors provide an environment full of enrichment.
We spend days
weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you'll see the whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors help strengthen social bonds and allow them to problem solve as a group. This is just one of the reasons why they're known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is Bussines orca. Their common name is killer whale. And all 5 of our whales have their own personal names. We have Hyatt, 2R, and joining us right here are Takara, Sakari, and Kamea. Kamea is our youngest whale at 8 years old. Her mother, Takara, is our oldest whale at 30 years old. Takara is also the matriarch of our pod, which means she's the leader. These whales trust us, and they play an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we're able to teach them husbandry or healthcare behaviors. We have trainers Kylan, Caitlin, and Sean joining us at the slide-outs today to help demonstrate some of these behaviors.
Thanks, Brooke. Caitlin and I are over here with Kamea and her older sister, Sakari, and they're about to demonstrate one of the most important behaviors that we train here at SeaWorld, which is called a fluke position. When they're in this position, not only are we going to be able to get a great view of the whale's entire bodies, but we're also able to get close to the shallow veins on the underside of their tail flukes. Our veterinary care staff can then come take a blood sample from these veins at least once a month during their monthly physicals. Now, throughout today's presentation, you might see us giving the whales back rubs, belly rubs, or even a nice tail massage. Killer whales have extremely sensitive skin, so this is just another way we can build strong relationships with the whales.
That's right, Kylan. Now I'm over here hanging out with Takara, the mother of Sakari and Kamea. And she's going to demonstrate another important diagnostic tool that we utilize to check the health of our whales. And that is finding out how much they weigh. Located in one of our adjacent habitats, we have a killer whale size scale. And once a week, we'll ask the whales to slide out of the water and onto that scale so we can check their weights. And it looks a little something like when Takara slides out right here in the shallow portion of the habitat. Now you may notice that while she's in this part of the habitat, that a portion of her body from behind that dorsal fin down to her tail remains in the water. That part of her body is called her peduncle, and it can weigh several hundreds of pounds. So in order for us to get accurate weight on the whales, we simply ask them with their head and their peduncle up just like this. And that's how I know that currently Takara weighs 4,590 pounds. This is very important information for us to gather. That way we know that our younger whales, like Sakari and Kamea, are growing appropriately, and our older whales, like Takara, are maintaining a healthy weight. These husbandry behaviors help us ensure that the whales are healthy and thriving.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt. For the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Observational learning and mimicry play a critical role in the life of a killer whale. From the moment they are born, they learn necessary life skills by watching and playing follow the leader with their mother and other members of the pod. Here at SeaWorld, they can play follow the leader with us by mimicking our movements. So let's play a quick game of follow the leader today with all of you. We'll start off with everybody to my left-hand side. Go ahead, raise your left hand high to the sky and give Sakari and Kamea a nice big wave. Check it out. They're paying very close attention to you and waving right back at you. Killer whales have great eyesight both above and below the water. We see our whales spy hopping or even jumping completely out of the water to get a better view of their surroundings. Let's see if Sakari and Kamea can demonstrate this for us today with a behavior called a sighting bow. So again, everybody to my left. Take your left hand, point it straight at the ground, and throw it over your right hand shoulder. And they are off, diving down to this 40-foot deep habitat, using those big, powerful peduncle muscles to gain speed and momentum. Check out Sakari and Kamea. That was incredible. Killer whales can communicate in a variety of different ways, and using vocalization is just one of them. Let's head over to the other side of this habitat to see if Tagara can help demonstrate one of these vocalizations. So everybody on my right-hand side, take both of your index fingers and then sway them back and forth like you are conducting an orchestra. How beautiful, Takara! Did you know scientists believe when a killer whale leaps out of the water, it may be a way of communicating to make their presence known? You see, sound waves travel 4.5 times faster in the water than they do in the air. When a whale leaps out of the water and crashes back down on the surface, that is called a breach, and the sound can be heard for miles around. So let's see if Takara can demonstrate a breach for us today. Everybody on my right-hand side, take both of your hands, make them into L's, and place them on your right hip, and go ahead and throw it over your left-hand shoulder. And Takara is off, using those pectoral flippers to steer and navigate through her environment. And turn your eyes towards the glass, and she will leap high out of the water. Ladies and gentlemen, check out Takara. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your help. Go ahead and give yourselves a very big round of applause. As you can see, killer whales can communicate by leaping out of the water and making a huge splash. SeaWorld's research and observation of killer whales in our care has shed light on the many mysteries about these amazing animals. For example, we know that the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information impossible to obtain out in the wild. However, some information can only be gained through field observation. SeaWorld works with our partners, like the Norwegian Orca Survey, to further our knowledge. Killer whales are remarkable, powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of that power is when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal could be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from ice floes. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail fins.
In the ocean, killer whales create waves to hunt. They use fluke slams to stun their prey, and they can even beach themselves up and out of the water. For our whales, it's a fun demonstration, but for you, it's time to get wet. several hundred pounds of food a day. Depending on where they live and the time of year, their prey can vary. Unfortunately, things like overfishing and pollution pose a serious threat to many populations of killer whales.
Killer whales are impressive animals. It's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.
Size and amazing. They're the perfect ambassador for the ocean. Limitless, connected, powerful.
But still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable. Don't give up. Be inspired.
We can make a difference.
The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming. But together, we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect. So much to explore. The killer whale story is still being written, and there are simple things we all can do to make a difference. All it takes is one choice.
One positive act. One ripple that can grow and grow.
And change the world.
Together, we've got this.
and deepen your appreciation for killer whales, just as they have for all of us. We will continue to learn from these amazing animals and hope that you do too. Thank you for being with us today, and have a whale of a